But I think, Amy, just thinking about sort of some of the things we've touched on so far, I'm going to just do a quick mental recap and see if we hit everything that you and I had wanted to hit. So we talked about, there's a lot of normal, healthy emotions that are coming out during this and not feeling guilty about those emotions. We talked about how to sort of get them out and process them instead of trying to hide them away inside so they end up exploding later. We talked about the importance of self-care in terms of like those 4 pillars of brain health, but also in terms of setting those boundaries and being structured about what you need and what you can or can't do right at that moment. And I think, maybe we didn't touch on this explicitly, but just sort of having respect that everyone is experiencing this differently.
Yeah, that's a big point. Don't assume that somebody is going to handle it the way you think they ought to, or the way that they've handled something else, because this is something new for all of us.
Yeah.
It's not like a hurricane or I can't remember if you brought that up or somebody else did. Hurricane is here and gone, but this is something just, we don't know when the end is going to be. And some people would handle that very differently.
And it's also a little different from a hurricane because a hurricane usually hits one section of the country.
That's right.
Most of us can sort of help absorb and comfort and meet physical needs. But this is hitting everyone in the country. So everyone's dealing with this. It's hard to find someone who's not been touched in some way by this. So that just that takes us right back to that self-care, because there's not that cushion of others can look out for you. We're all in this. But that's sort of motivating, though. We're all in this together. You're not there by yourself.
Right.
You might need to reach out and connect with someone so that they know you want to talk about it.
Yeah, and stay connected. That's so important, not to, now we do have a little bit more freedom. We still have to have the social distancing, but we can go out. We can have coffee with a friend. We can go have lunch. If you want to meet and have a picnic outside with somebody.
Yeah, with that 6 feet distance. Our Sunday school has been meeting by Zoom, and that's been so great to see faces. Or, I've reconnected with old friends who I didn't stay in touch with because we're Zooming now.
Right. Yeah, I've done the same with college friends and.
Yeah. Or distant family. It's just there have been some nice silver linings in it. But yes, Amy, I'm glad you brought that up. Staying connected, I think, is so important. But then also respecting how other people want to be connected. Like I have a friend who I was worried about, so I was hounding them. And they're like, really, I'm okay. I just need some space. Right? So they did a great job of communicating with me about what they needed. And it just made me remember sometimes it's more helpful to say, you're on my mind. Do you want to talk?
Right. Instead of let's talk, let's talk at such and such time. It's like, would it be helpful to talk?
Yeah. Instead of assuming that what I need is the same thing that you need. Checking in.